Sorry for the late upload. The internet went out in my apartment and still hasn't been replaced. So I'm uploading this from a Starbucks. There's a game I like to play sometimes when I'm first meeting people as a way of getting to know them a little better. The game is this. The world is burning and you can only save 3 books. Every other book in the universe will be destroyed and you can only save 3. Which 3 do you pick? The book we're reviewing today is one of mine. The book we're going to be reviewing today is The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. And I'm going to do this a little differently than normal. For both of my reviews so far, and the plan for the foreseeable future, is I tell you about the book and then give you my recommendation. This one is going to be different, because let me tell you, you want this book, and I'm going to tell you why. The book is based around the actions of 2 magicians, Hector Bowen and his teacher Alexander M., whose full name is never revealed. They're both older than dirt, they each have a form of magic that they claim is superior, and they continually butt heads to try and prove it. The story begins when Hector discovers that he has a daughter, whose mother committed suicide and sent the daughter to him. He decides to train her in his methods of magic, informs his teacher, and they start a new contest. So the story centers around the 2 students, Cecilia Bowen, Hector's daughter, and Marco Alasdair, Alexander's student. Both of them grow up knowing about the contest, but they don't know the rules, and they don't know who they're playing against. All they know is that it will happen at some point during their lives, and it's the thing they've been training for since they were children. The battleground ends up being the circus of the title, with the 2 wizard apprentices competing to create the greatest attractions, until eventually the 2 fall in love, and the attractions become love letters to each other, at which point they find out that the contest won't end until one of them dies. The plot of the book is actually really difficult to describe. There's a lot of different layers, a lot of different levels, a lot of different important characters, and they're each really well written, really well rounded. You can sympathize with any of them. But the standout piece of the novel is the setting. The Night Circus, the Circus of Dreams, or Le Cirque de Rêve, as it's called. My pronunciation is horrific, so forgive me. Properly creating a sense of awe and a sense of wonder in a novel is actually extremely difficult. There are a lot of terrible novels out there that try and do that kind of thing, and it just doesn't work. What the author does really well here is she shows that sense of wonder, not only shows it, but conveys it in a way that no other novel I've ever read really has. It's such a beautiful and haunting setting, and it's impossible to properly describe it. This book is just, it's a genuine work of art. And what the author does so well about it is that the main character isn't so much the people as it is the circus, but somehow she manages to make it still an interesting narrative of how the circus was made, how it keeps going, and what the dangers are of letting it fail. Good people do good things for bad reasons. Bad people do good things for good reasons. It's extremely strange, extremely complicated, and it's a rare book where the romance is really well written, but I love the way that Celia and Marco interact with each other, and how much they genuinely care on the levels they genuinely connect. It's not just the magical characters who make the novel. It's the ones who have no magic at all, the ones who come to the circus for the first time, experiencing it without having any idea what it's supposed to be. They are the ones through whom the true wonder of the novel is conveyed. As you can guess, it's very difficult for me to properly describe this book and for me to properly recommend it. Anything I say, honestly, I think would be an understatement. The book fully has a sort of magic all its own. It's inventive, it's original, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's one of the best books I've ever read. I try and carry it with me wherever I go, and not only will you not regret having read it, I think you will truly appreciate it if you do. If you've read Aaron Morgenstern's The Night Circus, tell me what you thought in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see everyone on Thursday.